Hi, my name is Nathan Stallman. I'm one of the developers here at Build Online, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite up-and-coming technologies and how it's going to shape the future of business. You have most likely heard of this revolutionary tool. VR, or virtual reality, is a mind-blowing way to experience people, places, events, and products in an entirely new way. It's one component of XR, which stands for extended reality. Extended reality encompasses virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. VR allows people to immerse themselves in a virtual world where they can feel like they're actually there, interacting with things that technically don't exist in the real world. Augmented reality takes us another step by inserting virtual elements into our reality by way of smartphones, AR glasses, or maybe one day, reality-altering contact lenses. Mixed reality blends those two into an ultimately immersive experience where the physical objects in our world are actually tied into a virtual representation of our own reality. Each of these will make a huge impact on the way people interact with and perceive the world. And if we change the way that people will interact with the world, we have to change the way that our businesses interact with those people. This augmented virtual reality is sometimes referred to as the Metaverse. The problem is there's no simple, correct definition for Metaverse because there's no single authoritative Metaverse. If this sounds like Star Trek to you, you're sadly mistaken. This is already taking shape, and in the next 5 or 10 years, we're going to see a new world. South Korea is already prototyping the South Korean Metaverse. Businesses, local governments, and even the national government are all playing a role in the development of this new reality. For example, South Korean citizens may not need to take a trip to City Hall to file a civil complaint. They will just put on their headset and talk to the avatar of their mayor or councilman, and it will be filed. The South Korean government has announced that they will be using the Metaverse to train their soldiers within the next 10 years or so. This augmented virtual future is both daunting and exciting at the same time. Let's take a few minutes to examine ways in which we can respond to these reality-altering changes. There are probably 10,000 ways that businesses will be using XR in the future, but there are a few ways that are pretty straightforward, and they're possible right now. Number one on this list has to be virtual training. On-the-job training is risky. Businesses could lose clients. Rookies could get hurt on the job before they're fully trained, as in the case of public safety or maybe construction. A lot of waste is incurred because of the lack of expertise in employees. Imagine training employees in a virtual version of the office, or using an augmented reality app to help them experience difficult or dangerous situations out of harm's way. The next major application for the Metaverse in business is product showcasing. Imagine a virtual showroom, where potential customers can examine your products from the comfort of their own living room. This is already being used by some companies to make their products more accessible to the average consumer. Even cooler, in my opinion, is the option to let potential customers see what products would look like in their home. For example, there are apps that use augmented reality to let people see what furniture would look like in their home before they buy it. Another aspect of XR is great for virtual companies. The last few years have really opened up the possibilities for virtual companies to thrive. XR can allow for virtual team building, immersive virtual meetings, and augmented reality collaborative environments. People will feel like they're literally working right alongside their coworkers while maintaining the flexibility of working from home. Of course, this list wouldn't be complete without listing one of the more obvious uses for XR. Entertainment is the go-to when some people think of virtual or augmented reality, and that's fair. Most of the applications we see using these technologies are for entertainment purposes. However, it's a big mistake to think that XR is going to stay there. Virtual reality entertainment and advertising is revolutionizing the way people perceive companies and brands. What once would have been thought of as advertising could now be an immersive, enjoyable experience that people want to take part in, rather than an advertisement that people can't wait to skip. The advertising can now be the content, and that has mind-blowing applications for business. We could go on for hours discussing what we think the future will hold, but we really can't be sure. But a few things that we're sure about here at Build Online is that the Metaverse is pretty exciting. It's right around the corner, and we want to be a part of it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.